Hello everyone, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another Kindred Fates video. This time we're doing something a little bit different. Now, with the talk of a new map coming up soon, I've decided I'm going to go in and do like a rundown of what I like, what I don't like, and just give general tips on each of the maps that are already in the game at the moment. So, with that being said, let's get started on Ruins. So first off, here's the two starting locations. This is the worst of the two starting locations in my opinion. You have like a ton of cover between you and the enemy. But like if I wanted to sit here and buff, like this is like the best spot I could buff at. But my enemy could rush me down and get to me without too much trouble. Like even an Ember could probably do something here. A Slifer definitely could. Once when you're over there, you can hide behind that building over there, that little ruin. So speaking of going over there, let's hop on. Show you how a Slifer can get over here. But if they ran back here, they could probably finish their buff like right here before the Slifer could even get to them if you're really fast. But it is still risky. So but generally speaking, you can pop out here, start shooting at them here. They shoot you, you just fall back. You can go around and flank them like this. Most people don't do like this though. Most of the time what you'll see is they'll either sit here and start trading, go back around this way, pop out here, start trading behind this cover, or if you're being more aggressive, you can run straight through like this, trying to take some cover before you get to them. I guess probably do some openers on this side too. So this side, generally what I like to do is, because they'll start either come through this pathway here, or they'll just bum rush you, so take cover behind this, shoot them, maybe go around like this, because if they happen to be sitting around here, and maybe they just buffed and they want to come around this corner or something, then you can be ready for them and surprise them like that. Go like here, and then they'll be running back around this, and then you'll start a loop around this. If you start a loop around this, you're going to want to make sure that you have some kind of a kinfolk that can help you out, like a Skullkin, just to break the loop. Like if they're running, you can do like this, so they can't run back around. Come around here, and then start fighting them, and do whatever you will. If you have an Ember, you do it more effectively by throwing a Scorch there and a Scorch here, or Orchidoki can put Wicked Thorns all over the place. These windows can also be accessed by smaller kinfolk. I don't think the Shovelet can't jump high enough, but a Kadoki can get through here. I'm not sure if any other kinfolk can, but I know a Kadoki can get through there. Skullkin can teleport very inaccurately, but you can teleport through these windows. Explosion works through these windows. You can fire attacks through these windows. So you're not 100% safe in here. But if you get in here, you can go into like one side, like this side or something, and then have like some Wicked Thorns or some Scorch or something defending you, and then you can maybe pull off a rest or something like that with a Shovelet. Speaking of Shovelet, Shovelet shines wonderfully on this map. Dig, Quicksand, and dig. See, look, if you put Quicksand right here, you can pretty much cut this entire place off. They can't run through here without getting hit in Quicksand. If they're already in there, they pretty much can't escape without getting hit by Quicksand. And your Shovelet can use his dig like this. Go straight under this building, pop out here, try to rest, try to buff, do whatever you want. Be like, bam. You have to be more fast. You'll be a lot quicker than I just did there, but you get the idea. If you're being chased, if somebody's giving your Shovelet a hard time in this area, you can run out, go through here. As you'll see, you'll get enough time to basically get behind this wall, and then they'll be running behind you, trailing behind you if they don't have a Slifer. It's going to be kind of hard for them to catch up with you because they have to go around so many walls that you just went through. They do have a Slifer. A good thing you can do is just plop down a Quicksand and a quick rock slide for the Slifer that's trailing you, and they'll probably get caught up in it. Now to show you a little bit more of just the general areas that you're going to be fighting in. This area is kind of a common fight. This whole circular area right here. So most of the time when you're fighting like this, you're going to be fighting somebody who's like over here. You can run and take cover back here. You can also kite around this. I've had quite a few fights. You're running in circles. Also, this is a blind spot back here, especially if they have a Kadoki or a Shovelet. People like to run back there and try to heal, or try to, just generally speaking, get an advantage where they can maybe heal up, swap out, use like a rock slide or stunner flies or something to try to chase you away. So one at a time, we're going to start here. When they're hiding in this corner, As you can see, there's a blind spot. You can just run like this and then start shooting at them through there. They'll probably jump over here, which you can be ready for it and rush over and attack here. If you have it, an in-bear with an explosion placed right there will probably catch them. If not, you can throw down some Scorch on either side and then use an explosion, and then they'll be in serious trouble. A Skulkin can get them if they're not paying attention. You can drop a Caustic Cloud. It's like this, but it's likely they're going to dodge that, but it will at least get them out of their hole. Right here, one good thing to do is put Wicked Thorns on either side, which can knock your opponent away if you have a Orchidoki. Caustic Cloud can pierce through this. I don't think Scorch can, but an explosion will hit through the wall and knock them back away from it. In this area, this open area here, it's either going to be a melee slugfest, or you're going to be, most of the time, kiting around this. You'll be shooting through this thing, poking around here, poking through here, poking through here, and then you can fight around this little bit of cover that we have around these certain areas, but that's a little bit more inconsistent and a little bit more likely to get hit. This area over here is another area similar to the one way over there. You're mostly going to face people who use this as cover, shooting at you while you're using that as cover, or using that as cover. It's much better to be on this side. You can control the fight a little bit more. Like if they're right there, you can run over here, flank them around there, dart behind here, flank them over there. Or if they're here, they only really have the option to go here, here, and then maybe over here. But if they try to flank you through this side, you have cover there, and you have cover there if they try to flank you. But they don't really have, you'll have to push them deeper into the map if you try to flank them. Looks like our round's about to expire here. But we only have one more location I want to really talk about. So we're almost done. Here you have one of my favorite setups in Ruin. This is, you'll be running around this place so often. This less so. This can be a little tricky. If you're playing like a Shovelet or a Orchidoki, you actually have to jump over this, and it can be a little bit hard sometimes. And so you want to be very careful if you're playing a Shovelet or a Orchidoki in this section here. You don't really want to be back here. If you're back here where I am right now, that usually means you've been pushed back and you have no options. You can either run out into the wide open there or try to make a break for it over there. But if they're right in front of you, like in this little area, you're probably going to want to do something like a dig through, sneak past, drop some kind of AoE. Rock slide would be a good example. Try to drop a rock slide on them, try to drop a quicksand on them, get them to back off so that you can go forward. But in this area, it's kind of like a more condensed version of this area over here, in which you have this thing that people will play around a ton. Like this thing gets circled so many times. You'll have people right here, have people right here. Either one, an explosion put right against the wall will hit them. I've hit so many people with explosion right up against this wall because they think they're safe. You switch over to in-bear, pop an explosion. They don't see it coming a lot of the times. Or you can even like do an explosion through this. Like if you're an in-bear and you're like standing right here, you can pop an explosion down right there. Or if you're Lumala, you can like, oh, they're going to come out this way, and try to hopefully lead them on, get them hit through this little area right here. You can jump through this to cut the run down a little bit. And of course you can shoot through these little areas right here. Lumala is a little bit finicky with how Lumala shoots through. But yeah, see, you can shoot through Lumala, a little bit finicky there, but it is possible. But generally you're not going to be doing that. There's not going to be a lot of times where you're attacking from this side. Like I don't think I've ever had a scenario where I got into just a shootout right here and then shooting in there with over 100 hours of playing. So if I have, it's been so infrequent that I don't even remember it. So you don't really need to worry about this. Most of the time people are going to be rushing you here. They'll be hiding over there. They'll be maybe over there. Or if you're lucky, they'll be over there and you'll have the advantage and be able to pressure them. But if you do ever find yourself in this situation, this is more theory crafting than experience. you kind of have the advantage where if you're not playing as Lumala, you can shoot through this stuff. See, like Skulkin shoots through it just fine. You can shoot them, and they'll be back there behind that cover and whatnot, but they have to come out and expose themselves to hit you. Even if it's a little inconsistent to shoot through here, you can do it. I'd recommend probably if they're over there and you're over here, just going like this, hugging this wall, maybe hugging this wall if you want to go wide, and then creeping up on them and start hitting them with AoEs and whatnot. Few minor things would be this area over here, I guess. I forgot about this. This place can be used as cover, particularly if like a shovelet or a Orchidoki. You can kite someone around it. Same thing with this thing here. And this thing here, you can, if you have a rock wall equipped, you can quickly lock it down right over here and funnel them straight through this little choke point here. If you do like a rock wall there, quicksand there, you can essentially trap them in a kill zone. This is very small things. They're not going to be able to jump over this with most kinfolk, with like a Orchidoki or a, well, definitely not shovelet, but or a Skulkin. Oh, what? Skulkin can jump over. But yeah, if you put the quicksand like right here, then even if they try to jump over it, they're just going to get caught. Then there'll be a rock wall that connects from here to here. And you'll have a nice little kill box where you can throw scorches, throw caustic cloud, throw explosions at them, etc., etc. Overall, Ruins is probably my favorite map. Everything has some play around. The only thing I really don't like is this building here. There is probably too much of a play around. You can just circle and circle and circle and circle. Back here are mostly death traps. You only use these if you absolutely have to get away and have to try to like get a cheeky rest in, but you genuinely don't want to do that. But yeah, you just circle this around. You have to cut it off with somebody that has like Scorch or Caustic Cloud or Wicked Thorn or Quicksand or something. But if you're down to where you only have a Lumala left and you ain't, you're gonna have a bad time. I would maybe recommend making like this opening a little bigger so that maybe bigger kinfolk can jump through here, and then that would probably make it a little bit easier. Make it maybe not like a full-fledged door, but just make it so you have to jump through. Something kind of like this, but like you put like a little bit of a roof over this thing and you can maybe get through. That would help eliminate some of the cover that this provides you. And for more just fun things rather than useful things, with a kinfolk like Slifer, you can get up here and then switch to somebody like Lumala or Inbear and then get a really good view of the map. And Skulkin and probably Slifer, I think, can teleport up here. Let's see if I can get up there again. Ah, man. But yeah, you can get up into some cool places. Not very useful for the grand scheme of the game. It's kind of funny to see your opponent trying to find out where you went. But as you can tell, it's a little bit inconsistent to get up there. And if you're in the middle of a fight, you're not going to have the luxury most of the time, unless your opponent's like running away and hiding, to try to get up to these places that I'm trying to get up to right now. I've done it a couple of times, and it's fun when you do it. But like I said, it doesn't have any real value to the strategic aspect. Just a little fun thing that you can do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Monstertaming with a Ruins review, and I'll hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. We have a wonderful day. Goodbye. God bless. See you next time. Bye bye.